What is it? The 5-second rule where you pick a piece of bread up that's landed on the kitchen floor and stick it in your mouth. Not something I approve of, really. But Liz Truss. Liz Truss. Now, the 5-second rule. How do you apply that to Liz Truss? Well, the debate which was to have taken place tomorrow is now not taking place at all because Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak have both pulled out, and I think for different reasons. Liz Truss has pulled out because she's once again been exposed as weak and disingenuous. The latest scandal is that she's claimed that the school she was at was really inadequate, whereas in fact it's just received an outstanding Ofsted report. More than that, it got her to Oxford. That's an achievement by any stretch of the imagination, and Oxford was where she made her name. Of course, she made her name in liberal politics, not in conservative politics. And Rishi was quite right to gently dig at her. What do you feel most embarrassed about? What do you think is what do you think is your bigger failing? To have stood for the Liberal Democrats or to have voted against Brexit. Brilliant, really. I think that if she were to go for another debate, she would be so holed below the waterline that she would never manage to struggle to dry land. I don't think at the moment she is sufficiently damaged to stop her possibly being candidate number 2 in the Conservative race and the person who is presented to the Conservative electorate. And up against Rishi Sunak, there's every possibility still that she could be the person who is our next Prime Minister, and that is a repulsive thought. Utterly, utterly repulsive. I would opt for Penny Mordaunt any day. I would opt for Tom Tugendhat any day. I would even opt for Rishi Sunak any day, rather than that person who cannot look the Russian foreign minister in the face without him giggling behind her back. She has spent too long picking pieces of toast off the kitchen floor and thinking that she can pop them back in her mouth. She can't. They're on the floor. They're failures. She needs to recognise that fact and get over it and actually get out of the race. Rishi Sunak is in a very interesting position. He is clearly in the lead. He's not comfortably in the lead, but he is clearly in the lead, and his advisors have no doubt told him that the only thing that he can do in these debates is weaken that position. I'm sure many leaders have been told that. In the lead, and the only thing you can do by debating with the opposition is to weaken your lead. That's the situation at the moment. I don't know quite how this is going to pan out. I strongly suspect Tom Tugendhat, who is one of the noblest of the candidates, will be knocked out next. And we have to see what happens, whether Kemi Badenoch or whether Kemi Badenoch or Penny Mordaunt manage to get through to the final round. I think it would be very difficult to imagine that the Conservative MPs would vote down Liz Truss. She is one of their own. And by voting down Liz Truss, they are admitting their own general inadequacy. And it's an inadequacy that has occurred recently. It didn't need to occur at all.